Take me on.
Yes.
I
hope-
gone.
I hope they play that song. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Anime Club After Dark, the podcast that delves into all things anime, manga, and otaku culture related. I'm your host, Alex, but you can call me Senpai, and joining me tonight, I have our Zara source material, John.
Hi.
And our poser extraordinaire, Nitai.
Bless Hanakawa.
Exactly. Bless Hanakawa, indeed. Okay, so, Nitai, before we get started tonight, I think you actually had something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, so public service announcement. FCC just voted against net neutrality, which means the internet might be in a very dark place in the coming months. So just to touch on it quickly, that means we can still change this, especially if you're a U.S. citizen. What you need to do, call your congressman, tell them you want them to do something about it. You want net neutrality to stay. Trust me, you want it. In countries that it's not a thing, like Portugal, it's not great. But if you want to learn more about net neutrality and maybe try and help make a change, go to battleforthenet.com. That's www.battleforthenet.com, and the site is just read up in the site what to do. They're super helpful, and let's try and change stuff. If you're not from the States, the best thing you can do is just spread awareness, talk to people, friends, family, just talk about it. The more we raise awareness about it, that's also the better. So yeah, that's just wanted to touch on that real quick.
There's also, if you go to the website, I do know that you can just put in your phone number. It'll put you into a system. It'll dial your local congressman, and they even have a script up there that you can just read off of. And if you want to voice your opinion right after that, you can do that. I've definitely put my vote in, but I'm going to be honest here. I'm super excited for the premium DLC loot boxes the internet services are going to make us buy now, I can't, oh, sweet, dude, I rolled a gold 50 megabytes per second download, wow, come on.
Just to get that sense of pride and accomplishment,
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
dude.
It's about.
The 40 hours of sense of pride and accomplishment.
The 40-hour Google grind.
Oh God, man.
Wow.
I mean, honestly, I think the whole net neutrality thing is a big issue because we know greedy corporations will fuck us because they have before. But
PA.
I wouldn't, when you're conveying this to your congressman or to anyone else, don't be rude. First of all, don't just state the facts. Like, we have seen this before. Other countries that don't have net neutrality are getting dinged a lot more. But, don't be rude. Don't think that the government's out to get us and all that stuff. Just be informative and be helpful. That's the most that we can do.
Yeah.
Call your congressman.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. A lot of these people are 90 years old and don't understand what the internet is.
Again, it's fine to have that opinion, Alex. But for me, I've fought a lot of ignorant people, let's say. I wouldn't call them stupid. I'd just call them ignorant because they do not know. All right? Yeah. And you can have all the jokes you want about these people. You can make snide remarks, but do remember, you're talking to other human beings. Treat them as such, all right? Tell them the information that you have. Let them come to their own opinion. Don't force it on them, all right? We're trying to save the internet for the better, and we just need to educate them why we believe it is better, all right? That's all I have to say.
And just remember, there are senators there who are trying to fight the good fight. They are there. So yeah, to sum it all up, screw EA, screw Ajit Pai, save net neutrality.
But mostly screw EA.
No, more than that, screw Ajit Pai. My God.
That too.
Did you... Gonna sidetrack here. Did you guys see that fucking 7 things you can still do after net neutrality has been repealed? Have you seen that YouTube? Oh God, it is so bad. It makes me want to punch him in the face even more.
Oh wait, is that video he made about it?
The FCC released the video on YouTube where it's with the fucking fidget spinner, the Nerf gun, the Santa hat, and the glass. Oh God,
I have not seen this, but it sounds amazingly bad.
It is so bad.
It's terrible.
I'm just like, you guys just pulled the fucking rug from under us, and you think we're gonna be okay with this? No. literally hundreds of millions of people are outraged in the U.S. and like I think there was 83% or something don't want net neutrality repealed, and yet here we are. We lost 3-2. So
Now it's up to Congress to save it.
yeah, I believe in the American judicial system. I believe in our Congress. I believe that everyone will make the correct choice.
Yep. Just
All right.
stay civil.
Yes,
But
stay
that's it.
civil. Don't throw actual pies at a Jeep pie. Don't do it.
Don't send in fucking bomb threats, man. That was
That
not
too.
cool. Like,
That too.
I
when
listen,
know,
we
I
may-
know he has a very punchable face, but just don't.
like people are harassing his family, people are harassing people he knows. Like, I get it.
That's not
We're
okay.
angry, but we have to be civil about this. How
Yeah.
would it feel if someone from an opposite view of yours was harassing you? That wouldn't make it any better for you if you were in the same position. Do you know what I'm saying? If someone were to harass me of my own opinion, then I would more likely not listen to you because now I'm just pissed at you.
Yeah.
Treat each
Anyway.
other like bros. All right? Come on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I'm sure we can also put that link in the description for our episode.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But anyway, so moving on to the actual topic for tonight. So the end of the year is just around the corner, and that also means that the winter 2018 season is just around the corner. So tonight we are going to delve into some of the upcoming shows from the winter 2018 season that we personally are looking forward to and share some of our thoughts about them. So I'm going to start with something that I've already seen the first episode to, and so have you, John. And that when we went to Anime Expo back in July, we got to see the first episode of Violet Evergarden. I personally am looking forward to this for several reasons. Number one, it's Kyoto Animation, one of my favorite studios. Number two, it has motherfucking Dio in it.
Dio!
It doesn't actually have the character Dio in it. It has the voice actor for Dio. And he sounds just like Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And number three, that just from the first episode that I saw alone, this show looks like it's going to be an absolute feels train, and I'm so ready. Yeah, John, what did you think of it?
I fucking cried after the first episode. Holy shit.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
it was so beautiful. And even the director was like, yeah, this is going to be a feels train. Like, it's going to be from the perspective of the main character who voices Mikasa 2B. I honestly forgot her name. It's escaping me right now, but it's that voice actress.
I'll look it up.
Yui, I know this. Ishikawa?
Yes, Yui
Yes,
Ishikawa.
Yui Ishikawa. Thank you.
So
Oh.
she's a fantastic voice actress, and I think she'll play the main character really well. I thought it was really well done, and the director did say, this is gonna be like we're gonna be essentially watching her grow up with her feelings. Like that's the main under thing, whatever, of the story. Like that's what they're doing. It's about how she confronts her emotions, that she apparently has no feelings or anything, right? And learns how to cope and actually grows up. So it's definitely gonna be a feels train.
Yeah.
Nice.
Something else worth mentioning that we got to witness in the first episode is the music is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Just the orchestral soundtrack is so it's really moving and very impactful in the hugely dramatic scenes that we saw in the first episode, and the OP and the ED sound absolutely gorgeous.
Oh my god, when I forgot, is it Angela? Is Angela doing?
Yes.
Yeah. When she did the performance at Anime Expo, I was just like, I love this so much. It's like a mini concert, and I was super hyped for Violet Evergarden. But as Alex informed me of, this is technically winter 2018 because it's releasing in Japan. However, it won't hit US until spring, so there's that to consider. We here at Anime Club After Dark do not condone using less than legal means to watch the show, and do ask that you support it when it comes out in your area.
Absolutely, definitely. Because I think one of the questions that was brought up at the little panel thing after the episode aired was whether this is going to be a one-season deal, and the director that was there says we hope not. So
Yeah,
please
'cause
support it.
Please support it however you can.
Anyway, yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking it out. I'm definitely it's probably the show that I'm most hyped about for this season, this coming season. Another show, which is actually second season of another show that I really like. The second season of Seven Deadly Sins is coming out in winter 2018. Now, John, I know you read the manga, or you read the manga.
I have subsequently dropped the manga because the plot gets super convoluted and nothing gets done, and I was just sick of waiting. it's kind of one of those like Bleach manga type things for me where I'm just like sick of it. I'll eventually get back to it and catch up, but for now I'm just taking a break so I can just consume all of it later.
I do believe in the second season, one of the things they are going to tackle is Bond's backstory.
And that is the best thing. I have waited so long. When you learn about Bond's father, just fucking
it's tragic.
tears down my eyes. My heart aches when I think of it. Like, it is so great.
You also learn that King is just an asshole.
King is an asshole. Fuck him. Like,
fuck him indeed.
It gets to the point in the manga, at least, where I started liking the support characters a lot more than the main characters. Like, I started liking Bond a lot more than I like Melodius, and I started liking, I actually kind of feel bad for Diane, too, when they cover her backstory, like Diane and Matrona, and I'm just like, oh God. It's, honestly, its elements are pretty good, it's just, it's not refined enough for me yet to, like, try to keep up with it every week. But that should not stop anyone else who loves the series. Like, don't get me wrong, just because I stopped reading it doesn't mean it's not still good. It's just, it's hit a lull for me, you know, which happens. Food Wars, for example, hit a lull for me, and I stopped reading for a while, and then I picked it back up, like, I think a couple months later. You know, just, if you like the show, go ahead, look forward to that new season. If you like the manga and you keep reading it, if you've dropped the manga, you know, I definitely think you should pick it back up and read it. You know, there are still good elements to the show and to the manga. I definitely think it's worth a watch.
There's also a lot of good characters in Seven Deadly Sins, just in general.
Yeah, like, oh man, I'm not sure how far you are. Do you know who Gotha really is, Alex?
Yes, but please don't say it here.
Okay, I'm not. I'm just asking, because that's one of the things I'm talking about. Like, when you learn about who Gotha really is, those are the surprise elements, and I'm like, oh man, what a twist! Oh, I can't stop reading this. Like, if they started doing more of that from when I dropped reading it, then I would have probably continued to read it. But it just, to me, there's so much backstory, and there's so many characters that they covered that they really just lost me. That's why I'm just waiting, so I can just consume all of it. So that way I'm like, all right, one arc's done for this character. I can read the next one. Like, that's just how I am.
It does have a pretty sizable cast, and they have a lot to get to. One thing that I've noticed, from the PVs, at least, this second season looks like it's going to be as beautiful as the first. It's being done by A1 Pictures again, so that's something.
I hope the soundtrack is as good as the first season.
I was about to say, even
the OP sounds just as hype as the first two OPs.
Well, it's
I was about to say,
like when they fight Hendrik in the first season.
Hendrickson!
When they fight Hendrickson, the fucking battle music is so good, dude. It's just like, oh shit, we're gonna go fight the final boss. Yeah.
I do believe they are bringing back Hiroyuki Sawano for
They
all the
are.
music, so yeah, they are.
I did not know it was Hiroyuki Sawano that did the soundtrack.
It is.
That makes a lot of sense. Every time I'm just like, dude, this music is so fucking hype. It's like, oh yeah, it's Hiroyuki Sawano. Like, no way, obviously.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, if you're someone like me who doesn't watch the show, we all win because we'll get more Sawano songs, so that's fine.
Absolutely. I mean, you could watch this show specifically for its music. Honestly, it's that good, especially the battle music. Like when they fight the final battle in the first season, just that song that plays, "Perfect Time." Oh, it's so good, so good. Anyway, I'm definitely checking this out, mostly because I'm pretty sure there isn't an episode count put in for this yet anywhere that I've found. So I don't know if it's going to be only 12 episodes or 24 like the first season. So if it's 24, they're definitely getting to Bond's backstory. Anyway. Moving on to something else that I'm looking forward to, and I will only touch on this briefly because I know no one here gives a goddamn about it. Okay, so there is a manga I read.
Boo!
Shut up. It's a Yuri manga that I read called Citrus, and it's finally getting an anime. Shut up, John.
Boo! It's so
Shut
bad.
Up, John.
Boo!
Yes, it is. I will be the first out there to admit that this manga is trash. It is the trashiest trash that is ever trashed, but I still love it. But I will admit that it's trash. The two main characters are really hot, though.
To sum up Citrus, it's all just Yuri bait, and it's trash.
It is basically just Yuri bait, but I love it. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it, because no one else gives a shit. But I'm going to watch it. And then the last actual full show I want to talk about that's coming out next season that I'm really, really hyped about is a show that's a joint project between Trigger and A1. Called Darling in the Franxx. And this was actually announced at Anime Expo back in July. from what I've been able to gather from the PVs and the descriptions that I've read so far, it's essentially going to be a combination of kaiju and mecha.
I'm totally okay with that.
I am totally okay with this. And
I
the fact that
mean-
it's being that all the the principal production is being done by Trigger with A1 helping to fill in the gaps, that only puts it up there for me.
You had me at Mecha, man. Originally I wasn't gonna watch it, but now that I know it's Mecha, I'm gonna watch it because I love Mecha.
Yeah. I mean, and just the art style, you can tell right off the bat it's Trigger because it looks like a Trigger. It looks like Kill la Kill.
Tell me why the main character guy, Code 16,
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Hero, Code 16. Tell me why he looks like what's his face from that really shitty anime that came out last year. The one about bombs.
Kisniver?
Yeah.
He kind of does, doesn't he?
Yeah. I'm triggered right now. I can't stand. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I don't know. He does look like that though. You're not entirely wrong. But I don't know. It's Trigger. I mean, I love Trigger. They're probably one of my top 5 favorite studios. So, and I've loved almost every single thing that they've done,
They make dope
except for
stuff.
Kisniver.
So
They
I'm
make dope
looking.
stuff, so we can expect that.
I'm looking at the posters that they have so far, and yeah, I'm back in. I don't care anymore.
Nice.
There's one
Those
girl.
uniforms look.
There's one girl that looks like that music girl from Kill la Kill.
Oh God, you're right.
Like she's sitting in the same type of pose with a fucking hat that looks like it. And there's this mecha girl that I'm like, oh my god, look at this mecha girl. She looks beautiful. Those giant fucking arms and like a fucking horn. And like this giant drill that seems like it will pierce to the heavens. So
Oh shit, son.
I'm hella alright, I'm invested. Alright, I'll check this out. I will.
Yeah. I don't think it has a place that it's airing. Oh yeah, it does. Crunchyroll just picked it up.
Nice.
It was announced today, I believe.
Well, it's licensed by Funi, so you know Funi and
Yeah.
Crunchyroll have that merger. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it'll be simulcast between the two. It'll probably be one of the ones that gets a simuldub for Funimation too.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And it's an original story, so it'll have an actual ending. It's not actually being made to promote anything.
All right,
So
so
that's
that
also-
means this is either going to be great or it's going to be terrible because that's how Trigger is to me.
Sniper.
Like literally every single Trigger anime I've ever seen is either great or just terrible. This is how it rolls. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I haven't found anything that's just been like okay. Everything I've either hated or loved.
All right, but yeah, is there anything else you guys got to say about that before I move on?
Not really.
No.
Okay. I want to talk about 2 shorts that I'm going to watch, and then one movie that I have left. The 2 shorts are actually, it was announced last week that these 2 are actually going to be airing in the same time slot. So that means they're going to be 15 minutes each. This first one is the 2nd season of Dagashi Kashi, which I love the first season of Dagashi Kashi. It was actually a full, 24-minute long episodes back in its first season. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do the 2nd season, being that it's a short now. It's also being done by Tezuka Productions for the 2nd season instead of Studio Feel, who did the first. I've seen 2 PVs for it so far. The animation looks pretty comparable to the first. The color palette is slightly different, which is kind of odd at first, but I think I can get used to it. And all of the original voice cast is coming back, so that's nice. And it's fucking candy. It's Japanese candy, the anime.
Right.
I mean,
that's all you need
I
to
know
know.
that Tezuka did Blackjack, Young Blackjack, and
did.
Kids on a Slope. I believe they helped on Kids on a Slope as well.
Yeah, they did.
So I'm not all too worried about how the art will look. I honestly still hate Dagashi Kashi, so I'm not gonna watch it. But
Fuck you. Hotaru is bae.
Hotaru-
I bought her figure.
yeah, well, you know what? I have doujinshis, and that's all I need. That's
You
I
say
have those as
Hotaru.
well.
Wait. You say Hotaru more like Hortaru.
No, Hotaru puts the ho. Or no, she puts the ho in Hotaru. I got that backwards. God damn it. Anyway, so yeah, and then the second short
Saya,
that I'm gonna.
Saya, best girl.
She's not bad. Those Vietnam vet eyes though. Oh god. So the second short that I want to talk about is a short called it's going to be airing alongside Dagashi Kashi called Takunomi, which I think the English title for this is Drinking at Home. And from what I have been able to gather, it is essentially Dagashi Kashi but with alcohol instead of candy.
That actually sounds.
Isn't that like a show that is already airing this season? I'm pretty sure I watched that.
There is a show that basically revolves around alcohol that's airing in the fall.
Yeah, it's about
fall
this
2017,
office
yeah.
lady who has like a stay-at-home husband who's a chef or
Yeah.
something, and it's all
But
about
this
just
is not
making.
that.
Oh, okay. Well then,
This is not that.
or is this going to
this
be
is-
like the
it-
other one about food? What was the It's old. It got adapted into a drama series or something, or a live action. I don't remember what it was called. It was really funny.
About Sweetness and Lightning?
No. There's actually a show. It's a short. It was a short that came out a couple years ago, and it was like this about this lady who works in an office who, after work, loves exploring and finding new restaurants and just ordering food and eating it. And it has a live action. I remember this. I don't remember what it was called, but I thought it was pretty funny.
Anyway, this particular short revolves around a 20-year-old woman who moves into like an apartment complex where it's all women, apparently, of course. And they all love different kinds of alcohol. So, and I think there's going to be like licensed alcohol in this. So it'll be just like Nagashi Kashi, but with booze.
Cool.
Anyway, so and then the last, the last thing that I'm super hyped about is the Chunibyo movie that's supposed to be coming out in on January 5th, I do believe. Yeah, January 5th. Fucking marriage or riot. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, if they don't marry, I am gonna fly to Japan and riot outside of KyoAni, just with a sign, just like protesting them, like how everyone protests EA and Verizon.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean it's Chunibyo. I mean, if you've seen Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions, watch it. I'm really hoping that this comes out in the U.S. I don't have high hopes. I don't think Chunibyo is that popular. But
I'm surprised.
I would still love to watch this in theaters if I can get a chance, even if I have to wait till the spring or something. I just like the fact that the title, I mean, it's got the title Chunibyo Demo Koi ga Shitai, but the subtitle for the movie is Take on Me. And if you watch the PV, Rika actually says that in English. So it's Chunibyo Demo Koi ga Shitai, take on me.
Take me on.
Yes. I hope they play that song. Wow.
Don King away. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
I mean,
sorry about that.
The plot of the movie is basically Rika's older sister wants to take her with her to Italy, and Rika and Yuta quote unquote elope.
I'm watching it. I can't wait to see it.
I love it. I love Chunibyo. Rika is an absolute cinnamon roll.
I need to watch the original show.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all I'm personally looking forward to. So, John.
All right. I've been waiting 20 minutes to talk about Overlord Season 2. Get hype, motherfuckers. So, as far as I know, Overlord Season 2 is going to cover Volume 4, which is one of my favorite volumes. I own the physical copy, and I've reread it like 5 times. It is the Lizardmen arc, and it's really great at world building. I'm also hoping that if it's 12 episodes that they will cover 5 and 6, because that one's going to be mainly about Sebas, and oh my god, his arc is really good too. And honestly, if they do incorporate volumes 4 through 6, I guarantee you everyone's going to want to read the damn light novels because they're that fucking good. Like, 1 to 3 was alright, volume-wise, story-wise. I was hooked. I loved it. But when I stepped into 4, 5, and 6, I was just like, I am hooked forever. This is my favorite light novel of all time. I'm just hoping that they don't, like, brush over a lot of stuff that happens, because there is a lot of world building in volume 4, 5, and 6. And the action sequences are really good, and it builds a lot of, like, you meet a lot of the characters that come back later on in the later volumes. So I'm really hopeful that Overlord Season 2 does really well. I remember that Overlord Season 1 did really well. The light novel was in top 10 for, like, the longest time. I'm actually not sure where it stands right now, but I'm hoping. Because, first of all, it's Madhouse, right?
Yeah.
Madhouse made a Season 2, guys. Fucking ended the world.
Yes. The fucking hell has frozen over. We can all play the lottery now. Madhouse has made a Season 2.
And if they bring an Overlord Season 3, fucking just Trump brought anime back, man. I'm just so happy. He made anime real, like I thought he would.
Oh, no.
That's all I got for Overlord. I mean, I don't want to say too much because I will fucking spoil the shit out of this. But it's going to have a really cool sequence with Momonga and the entire, like, Ainz Ulgon when they go and visit the lizard people. It's going to be so epic. I really cannot wait. The soundtrack for Overlord Season 1 is amazing. Like, when they do the power sequences and stuff, it's like when the ruler comes out, and I can't wait for that scene. Oh, it's going to be so good. All praise Eins Ulgon. Eins Sama.
Einsama. As someone who just recently, I watched the first season of Overlord shortly after it aired originally, and I recently picked up the light novels. I'm up to volume 3, which is where the first season of the anime ends. So I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And as
That's all I
someone
have to
who
say.
only watched the original show, I will say that worst case scenario, we'll probably get a very dope OP and a very dope ED, because it's the same bands that are coming to do. OXT is coming back for the OP, and Myth and Royd will do the ED. So worst case scenario, we'll get to a really cool song.
Wait, who's doing the OP?
OXT.
OXC. Wasn't it Klatanoia?
OXT. No, no.
No, that was the
It's
song
same
name.
guys who-
Yeah. I'm sorry. I confused the song name with the
Okay.
artist.
That's fine. So yeah, like I don't know what to expect because I wasn't the biggest fan of season 1, but from what you guys say, like I think it'll be good. I reckon it'll be a good time.
At least I know the battle scenes in Volume 4, 5, and 6 are gonna be fucking great. Like,
And animated by Madhouse.
and animated by
There you
Madhouse.
go.
So, like, season 1 didn't do a really good job of conveying the light novels. I'm really glad I picked up the light novels. I do not regret a single moment of it, other than the fact that I am always just waiting with bated breath for the next volume because holy shit, cliffhangers for days. Like, I just want all of it.
Press.
Yen Press, come on, where's my volume 15? I know it's not even written yet in Japan, but still, where's my volume 15?
I know that when we went to Anime Expo, that was one of the things you wanted to do. You wanted to go to the Yen Press panel and just sit in the back and go, "Fucking Overlord, get to it!"
Overlord Volume 12 when? Overlord Volume 12 when? Like, oh god, when I asked them about that, the eye rolls that they gave me, because obviously everyone else talked about it. I felt really bad that I said it, but I am that much of a fan of Overlord. I am so hyped. Anyway.
Me too.
Also, animated Albedo. That'll be.
Oh god, Albedo, she's
Yeah.
so good. Oh, I love Albedo.
Yes.
She doesn't get a very prominent part in volumes 4 through 6, though, so sorry to everyone else who was expecting that.
Aww.
Just
I'm
saying.
kinda disappointed.
But she will appear.
Volume 4 through 6 is actually more about the side characters than it is about Albedo or Momonga. So, again, it'll center mainly around the lizard folk, Cocytus, Sebas, and the elf twins. That's about it. Oh, and
That's
the rest
okay,
of the
'cause,
supporting
like,
cast.
Side characters to Einzelgul were all, like, in my opinion, the best part of season 1.
Oh yeah, and then their designs get really great. Like when they show Demiurge's true form in the latest volume of Overlord, the one that I sent you the picture of. You saw? Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Wasn't it fucking sick? Like Sobin.
It looked dope. It looked
or-
really dope.
Sobin? I think it's the artist, the Korean dude. He does it really well. I love how it's like water ink style or whatever. I'm not sure what it's like, but it looks really good. Like, oh god, oh Overlord, whew, getting heated over here. Anyway, I want to move on from that and talk about another light novel that has an anime adaptation that I wish Jason was on here to talk about, because me and him both read it, and that is Death March. This is...
Death March to a Parallel World?
Yes, Death March is really good of a light novel, or actually a web novel, I believe is the original. The light novel is a different one. I read the web novel. I'm also currently reading the manga, and I'm so hyped that it got a anime. Like, I'm not entirely sure how well they'll do it. My experience with the last light novel that I read that got turned into a anime. I say a anime. I don't say an anime because I'm just trash like that. The last one was that stupid smartphone one. And don't get me wrong, the Isekai smartphone anime, it wasn't that great, but the source material wasn't that great either. Just saying, it was okay. It wasn't.
So you
that
shouldn't have been
good.
that disappointed then.
No, I wasn't, but I was just like, I had very mixed feelings about the of Isekai smartphone. But overall, it's just kind of one of those like things I read to just check out and like, ha ha ha, look at this lighthearted fun, ha ha, I have nothing else to read. That's kind of how I dealt with it.
I'm so lonely.
But Death March is great. The main character is hilarious. It's mainly about cooking, not about. It's really mainly about cooking.
God damn it.
If you read the manga, all right. So light novels, isekai light novels have this weird trend of like, not only are main characters OP in either their super strong cheat skills or they're just like really smart, they all love eating and cooking. So if you read a lot of isekai novels like me and Jason do, there's a lot of cooking elements, and Death March is one of them. But it's great. It's integrated very well. I believe the story itself moves at a good pace. There's not too much action, because it's mainly a comedy, but there are action sequences here and there, and they don't disappoint. So I'm really looking forward to it. I saw the PV for Death March, and it looks good. I am hoping that it turns out well, because I don't know. I have a feeling they might. Death March is another light novel that has a lot of details, a lot of world building that they might skip over, and I'm a little worried about that because I love world building. I love being immersed into Death March. So
It's being done by Silverlink, right?
yes,
It could be good or it could be bad.
I have no clue what they've made. Like I honestly
Must have
don't.
been
well,
a
they made
Revenge.
Watamote.
Okay, I loved Watamote, but then again,
They-
Watamote's source material is really good.
They've
So
also made Masamune-kun's Revenge.
God damn it.
that looked fine though. See, like that was
I mean,
fine.
it looked good. It looked good. I'll give it that. The story was stupid. They did that Restaurant to Another World anime.
Oh, I love that. It was so good. It was so stupid, but so good. I loved watching it like the very next day when I was eating breakfast. It was really funny.
And they also did Kokoro Connect and Tanaka-kun is Always Listless.
Okay, see,
So-
I liked Tanaka, and Kokoroko was really good too. So there we go. Yeah. So Death March. Have you guys read the manga or anything like that?
Nope.
I have not, but I've heard you and Jason talk about it a lot.
Oh yeah, it's one of the we're novel brothers, and this is one of the main ones that we read and always talk to each other about. That Overlord and a couple other isekai ones, like A Realist Kingdom. Oh my god, A Realist Kingdom! I can't wait for that to get an anime. I know it'll get an anime. I 90% sure it's gonna get an anime. It's really good.
Alright.
Ty, have you heard anything? No.
No, to be frank, I haven't heard anything about this show till now. So, like, it seems interesting. I'll probably, it'll be one of these shows that I'll wait a bit, like, for a few episodes to come out, then see what people think of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I might do the same thing. I'll definitely give it a try though.
Well, the next thing I'm going to talk about is Killing Bites. And I know that no one here else knows about it except Riker and I, because we talked about it shortly. And literally, it's based on a failed video game. And I honestly would have never looked at it because I'm like, oh, it looks like anime girls fighting trash, you know, like just that type of stuff. Like, what was that? Hyakuroyan, the Countless Petals samurai thing, whatever it was. But after I watched the preview for Killing Bites, I was like, holy shit, these action sequences are amazing. So I'm going to watch it purely just for the fighting because I'm so hyped for it.
Another thing you might want to watch it for is the OP, which is being done by Fripside.
Okay, see, I didn't even
Who
know
are
that.
they, for people who don't know?
Oh,
Do what?
who is
Who are they?
Fripside?
Who is Fripside? All you have to know is Only My Railgun, one of the greatest songs ever.
Or Sister's Noise, or Black Bullet.
That's it.
They have a bunch
My
of good
Railgun.
songs. And
One
Only
thing
My
that
Road.
maybe people should know, because I just checked, it's the same studio that did shows like Berserk 2016 and 2017. Just for people who might want to know.
I do know that Killing Bites is not in the form of pseudo CGI bullshit, so please don't be concerned about that. Just know it's about monster girls, literally girls who have just been spliced with monster genes, who have like, you know, genes of a monster. The main character girl is a honey badger, and she just fucks shit up. It's great. It's
Nice.
it's great. And
Also worth noting that this is based on a failed video game that has a manga adaptation as well.
oh, it has a I didn't even know that.
I think it's a 1-volume manga.
Oh. Yeah, it's just about girls with monster, or rather, animal DNA spliced into them that just fuck shit up. That's it. That's all we get. Literally
That's
that. So yeah, check it out. Gonna move on because that's just a short little quip. Gakuen Babysitters is the next thing I'm gonna talk about that
I
I
love
never.
this title so much.
No one ever like understands me and how much I love cute things. Like Love So Life, the manga, it's fucking cute. Gakuen Babysitters is super cute. It's about a guy who has a little baby brother, and then their parents die. Then they have to get taken care of by this old lady who is the headmaster at the school. And the main character guy has to be like a babysitter, essentially, for after school, where he takes care of all the little babies, like from teachers or someone else's little brothers or sisters. And it's just pure cuteness. Like, I can't wait for Gakuen Babysitters. It's so cute. Oh god, the diabetes.
I'd like to point out something that may get some people to just give this first episode of this a try, and that is the theme song is going to be performed by Daisuke Ono, aka Jotaro motherfucking Kujo.
What?
I didn't even know that. Holy
Jotaro
shit.
Jotaro Kujo is that's what it's listed as. It's listed as theme song performance. Daisuke
Oh my
Ono.
god.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to check that out now.
But
If that's true, I want to watch the first episode just for that.
and Gakuen Babysitters is a slice of life comedy. It's just about cute kids being cute little kids. Like, that's it. Literally, that's it.
And it's done by Brainspace, the same studio that gave us Bakano and Dorado.
Keep in mind, most of the people who worked on these shows left for Shuka.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm watching it just for fucking Jotaro Kujo now.
Yeah, and me too. That's what I'm gonna do as well. Now that
Oh my god. Daisuke Ono is gonna be playing the fucking butler. Oh shit, he's gonna be playing the butler. Oh god, I love the butler. He's amazing.
Hey, we have Jotaro in one show and Dio in another. Crossover?
Crossover episode. Yeah. So if you like really cute shows, definitely check out Gakuen Babysitters. Cute like in God, I only have manga to compare this to. I really don't have animes that are like this type of cute because it's about
is it
babies.
as cute as Sweetness and Lightning?
Cuter than that. Way cuter than that.
Wow, then I definitely have to watch it because Sweetness and Lightning was diabetes on a plate.
Oh, this is like you're gonna be hooked up to a fucking diabetic pump, an insulin pump, as you're watching it. All right.
Nice.
Oh god, I'm so excited. So excited, man. No English found, must excite, can't stop, read. Okay.
Next.
Anyway, and the last thing I want to watch or talk about and I'm gonna watch is Pop Team Epic. And I'm not sure if anyone else knows about Pop Team Epic, but it is fucking hilarious if you've ever read it. It's a 4-koma manga, and there's a shit ton of memes. It was a meme for a while, and all it does is just shit on like popular things. That's all it does.
Nice.
I see it's by Kamikaze Doga, the same studio that did the first 4 JoJo OPs, so that's kind of interesting.
Yes. And they're also working on the Ninja Batman movie.
Oh god.
I want to watch that. It looks so good.
It does. But that's for another season.
Yeah, eventually. I really can't say much about Pop Team Epic other than it's weird. It's funny and it's weird and it's crude humor. So if you don't like that type of stuff, you probably don't want to watch it.
So if you don't like fart jokes.
It's not as low as fart jokes, but it's just crude as in like there's a lot of cursing, a lot of fuck you type of memes.
Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you. When is fucking Kizuna Ai gonna get an anime? When?
Hopefully never.
Anyone. No, fuck
Exactly.
you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Anyway, that's all I got. Natai, what about you, sir?
Yes, well, just to preface this, mostly how I go about watching seasonal stuff is maybe I'll pick some shows that'll pique my interest and watch them weekly, but most of the time, just like I mentioned before, I wait for some episodes to come out, see what the conversation is surrounding these shows, and then give them a shot. But there are a few shows I'm going to watch, and I want to start by a show by which studio that actually just caught my attention, because I read about it a while ago, and I just noticed here on the chart. It's called Koi wa Amegari no Yumi. That's the most Japanese I have said show. Thank God.
Love is like after the rain.
I didn't know that it had an English name. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, it's Witch Studio, so it'll probably look nice, and it's by the same director who directed Space Brothers, which is a show I'm told is very, very good. And I don't know, from the bit of art and just from what I've heard, it seems like I think it's sort of a romance drama, maybe. I don't know. It'd probably be like an interesting watch. So maybe that's a show you keep my note. Also, Aimer is doing. But the big one that I'm super looking forward to is Cardcaptor Sakura, because it's getting a new season, and it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Fucking Madhouse. Jesus, they're just killing it this season.
Yeah. Now, Cardcaptor Sakura will always hold a special place in my heart. It's one of the first time I ever watched as a kid, and I absolutely love it. I started rewatching it very recently, and it still holds up. It's incredible. You all should go to Crunchyroll and watch it. Very, very. But yeah, from what I understand, it's a sequel, so that'll be interesting. And I think most of the staff and like the actors as well are coming back, so that's super, super exciting. Can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, they got pretty much everyone back, I think.
Yeah,
which is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah. Have you guys, do you have any thoughts on it?
I'm just shocked that it happened, first of all. It's also listed as 26 episodes, so they're going to get a lot of material done.
I don't know how I feel about making a sequel literally fucking almost 20 years later, almost 2 decades later. I'm not, because I remember watching Cardcaptor Sakura as a kid, and I thought it was okay. I honestly just thought it was okay. But 20 years later, having a fucking sequel, it's oof, I don't know. Not sure how it's gonna turn out.
It does seem a little late, doesn't it?
Yeah, like I don't remember even how it ends in the first season, honestly, or the first series. I don't remember how it ends.
Maybe this will make Clamp relevant again.
That's
Oh,
messed
man.
up. That is so messed up. I love Clamp. Remember when they used
I
to
love Clamp,
dominate in the 2000s? I loved Clamp. XXX Holic,
Chobits.
Code
Chobits.
Geass.
They used to animate
Yeah.
Bleach. I remember when they animated Bleach and it was super awkward because they had like super giant long legs.
the spaghetti limbs.
Yeah, that was.
Oh man, I love Clamp though.
Yeah.
They have a special place in my heart. Yes.
I don't know, like I'm relatively new to Cardcaptor Sakura. I didn't watch it back when it originally aired. I didn't watch it when I was just getting into anime. I only watched Cardcaptor Sakura about 5 years ago. But then I watched the very next thing I watched after Cardcaptor Sakura was Madoka Magica.
Nice.
So my palette for that was a little skewed to one side, you might say. I'm looking forward to it. I might not watch this while it's airing. I might wait until it's over with and then just kind of marathon it. But I'll definitely watch it. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm wondering how much material from the manga that they're gonna cover.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm wondering. Because with 26 episodes, they're gonna have a lot of time to cover a bunch of stuff.
Yep. So that's that. And next one I want to touch on very briefly. It's Ito Junji collection. So Ito Junji, if you don't know, he's probably one of the most prolific horror mangaka in Japan. He wrote a ton of stuff that's like I haven't read a ton of it, but from what I've seen, it's like very disturbing. I don't know what's going on in this man's head, but it's pretty good stuff. So it's kind of I'm intrigued to see how it's gonna get adapted into an anime. Thing is, the Studio Dean, so take that for whatever it's worth.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah. So that should be like fairly intriguing to see. Like maybe they can pull it up.
fucking Konosuba the horror.
I would watch
Just,
that.
just imagine the art style of Konosuba season 2 as a horror.
I feel like Dean's
Yeah.
really stepped up their game though. I wouldn't give him any shit. I think it'd still be good.
Oh yeah, I mean
Oh.
Dean in the last couple years has definitely been killing it more or less. I don't know. I've flipped through some of the artwork from these stories, and I'm slightly disturbed.
Yeah, he has an interesting addiction. So yeah, this should be like an interesting watch, I reckon. Hopefully they won't fuck it up. And yeah, aside from that, just as like I mentioned, Velvet Evergarden, that's a no-brainer for me. And yeah, maybe some other stuff maybe I'll watch along with. But that's pretty much it. Not too much.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that both you and I are also looking forward to finishing the second season of March Comes In Like a Lion.
For sure.
The second season has been so good so far.
Looking forward to see that new OP and ED soon.
Yep. Man, Shaft has just absolutely just destroyed it with this anime. I
Yeah.
love it so much. And actually, you and I have talked about sometime in January maybe doing one of our sideshow series about that. So you can look forward to that. Also, Pingu in the City is carrying over to next season.
God
so.
damn it!
God.
I watched the sub to that, right? Because I was like, what is this thing everyone keeps talking about? Literally, all the subs are newt 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 newt. And I was like, what? And then I realized they're not even speaking anything. Like they'll speak like kind of gibberish Japanese, like pseudo Japanese words, and then just go hi ra 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 ra, and then trying to mix it with like other languages. I'm like, I don't understand what is happening. Just newt 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 newt. That's all you need to know. Fucking
Pingu, man, that's it.
10 out of 11. 11 out of 10.
Oh my god.
Best
10 out
anime.
of-
All right.
All right, yeah, that's actually Pingu is a great spot to end this. So, thank you all out there for dropping in to listen to us. We hope you enjoyed it because we sure enjoyed bringing it to you. If you want to check out previous episodes of the podcast, you can find us on SoundCloud and iTunes, and now on YouTube. If you want to keep up with what we're doing and have a little more fun, you can join our Facebook group, follow our Twitch channel, and visit our website. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, criticism, concerns of this or any episode, feel free to shoot us an email. Links to all of these things will be down below in the description. I have been your host, Alex, and I will see you next time. Say goodnight, everyone.
Newt newt.
JoJo Part 5 win, come on!
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Break down,
Stop
break
recording.
down.
Break down, break down.
Break down.
shining, justice burning in me.